before pyramids became tourist traps, before Rome was even an empire. One man did what no one thought was possible. Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor, and the most feared man in the ancient world. He was ruthless, brilliant, terrifying. He'd crushed 6 kingdoms, unified China, and declared himself the son of heaven. But that wasn't enough. He wanted to live forever. So he built a tomb the size of a city, sealed it with traps and mercury rivers, and buried an army of 8,000 light-sized soldiers. Why? Because he believed in one thing: death is not the end. It's a continuation of war. 1974. For farmers digging a well in Huang, hear the sound of pottery breaking. What they find: an underground vault full of stone warriors, staring up at them, perfectly carved armor, real weapons, even individualized faces. The terracotta army had been sleeping for over 2,000 years. But that was just the surface. Chinese authorities confirm there's a sealed central chamber underneath. Scientists detect mercury levels off the charts. Some say it's a booby-trapped grave. Others think it's a portal to something else. So the Chinese government made a decision: do not open the tomb. Qin Shi Huang wasn't just a warrior. He was terrified of dying. He sent ships across oceans to find elixirs of life, ordered alchemists to create immortality potions. He even had maps made in mercury to mimic the rivers of China inside his tomb. But here's the twist: he died from drinking mercury, thinking it would make him live forever. And then his own tomb buried him, along with the ghost army he built to protect him. What if he proceeded? What if he's not resting at all? If you've made it this far, you're exactly the kind of mind we need here. We go deeper than myths, beyond what history books say. So hit that subscribe button and don't miss what they don't want you to know. Ancient texts describe the tomb's interior in chilling detail. Crossbows loaded and triggered by movement. Mercury rivers flowing between bronze mountains. In 2020, remote sensing showed extremely high mercury levels right where the chamber lies. And the pattern, it matches the map of ancient China. Historians believe it's more than symbolic. It's meant to kill. One footstep could unleash a wave of poison gas or collapse the chamber walls. It's Indiana Jones, but real. And no one's dared open it in over 50 years. You've seen the terracotta warriors, but did you know that most of the army is still missing? Excavations suggest there could be thousands more soldiers buried in multiple pits, some holding weapons that haven't aged a day. Even stranger, legends say some warriors were made of metal that doesn't rust, and others that were said to move. Where are they now? Why is the rest of the army hidden? The official record says he died on a journey, but the details don't line up. He suddenly fell ill after meeting with an alchemist. The emperor's body was hidden in a fish, carved to mask the smell of decay. But no one ever saw the body. And in Taoist scrolls, there's a story of a man in golden armor who walks the mountains of the west, looking for something lost beneath the earth. Could he have cheated death, or did his quest destroy him? In the 1970s, when farmers first unearthed the terracotta army, their village celebrated. But soon after, one by one, the discoverers began to die. Accidents, illness, fires, out of the original team. Most didn't live long enough to see the site become famous. Locals began whispering, "The emperor doesn't want to be found." Even the lead archaeologist refused to open the main tomb, he said. "We are not ready for what lies inside." Recently leaked satellite scans show something beneath the ground even deeper than the known tomb chambers. Tunnels are designed to perfect for ancient tech, and strangely, the layout matches a lost scroll hidden during the Cultural Revolution. That scroll described a throne of stars surrounded by metal beasts. Could this be the Emperor's secret control room? A simulation of heaven, or something far stranger? Huang wasn't just afraid of death. He hunted immortality. He sent ships to find the Isles of the Immortals, led by a mystic named Su Fu. The ships vanished. But in Japan, old myths speak of a stranger who came from the sea, who never aged, who spoke of an empire buried under mountains of fire. Did Su Fu find eternal life? Or was he hiding something even greater? The Emperor's actual tomb, still sealed. Why? Because historical texts say it's surrounded by deadly, trapped mercury rivers, crossbows rigged to fire on intruders, pressure plates. One passage reads, 100 rivers of quicksilver flow through mountains of bronze, with stars above shining in gemstones. Modern scans confirm elevated mercury levels in the soil. What if the warnings weren't metaphors? What if the tomb is not a burial site, but a machine? Some believe Qin Shi Huang wasn't buried. He's waiting deep inside the mountain, protected by his ghost army. A cryo-sarcophagus rests beneath copper plates with mirrors aligned to constellations. A countdown to a clock designed not to preserve history, but to restart it. Why build 8,000 life-sized soldiers, each with unique faces? Because they weren't statues. They were avatars, each one representing a real soul bound to the Emperor, a spiritual network designed to follow him into eternity. But what happens if that network is reactivated? Some now fear that opening the tomb could break the seal, release the army, and wake the Emperor, not as a man, but as something we were never meant to meet. The first Emperor of China, the immortal, the Machine King. Would you open the tomb, or leave history sealed forever? Before we close that tomb for good, remember, this was just one hidden empire. Subscribe now, because next time we're unlocking another mystery buried by time, and you won't want to miss it.